The Beer Brothers is a comedy podcast where two dumb babies related by blood grew up and now review beers for you, the people. You can drink along if you'd like, but maybe don't do it in your car on the way to work. Drink responsibly. At home. In the dark.
Welcome back to episode number 51 of the Beer Brothers. I almost forgot because it's been so long since we've done this.
What's the name of our show again?
Yeah. Where are we? Coronavirus, the worst year of our lives. 2020 has about ruined everyone.
The year of our Lord, 2020.
The year of our Dark Lord, 2020.
Yeah, there it is.
So anyway, welcome back. We are very excited to be back. We're excited to do something that feels normal and feels like, not sitting in our house being bored and in our house being bored. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. Today we're going to try and catch up on a lot of the things, maybe not all the things, but catch up on some of the things that we've missed out on in the last couple months, as well as review a delicious beer, and hope you enjoy it. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah.
This is the Beer Brothers. Let's get weird.
Let's do this. I guess we'll start with the beer. I haven't done this in a while, so wish me luck.
It's like we started a new format, and then the year was like, fuck you!
No one starts a new format on my watch.
Yeah, and so we had to relearn our own new format for a second time. So
first, we're like, maybe if we stop the show, everything will get better. And then it got worse, and we were like, oh fuck, it doesn't matter. We're irrelevant.
All hail the five.
Might as well bring it back.
All hail the one.
Yeah, all hail the one now. The other four, God rest their souls. So our first beer in forever is from Rhinegeist, which is out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And it is their Cloud Harvest 02 Unfiltered Juicy IPA. And this is what their can description says. Dust off your bathers and budgie smugglers. I don't know what those are. The endless summer beckons. Sun shimmers on the southern land to the sound of waves crashing over rocks. Toss me a coddle, you ripper. I don't know what is happening. Notes of pineapple, mango, and tangerine.
Do you want to read that over?
I don't want to read that, actually, ever again. I'm going to...
That's total shit.
Okay, after Cody has coached me through how to do this again, because I totally forgot.
Come on, man, pitch that shit.
We're going to try this again. It's the Rhinegeist Cloud Harvest 02 Unfiltered Juicy IPA. Dust off your bathers and bungee smugglers. The endless summer beckons. Sun shimmers on the southern land to the sound of waves crashing over rocks. Toss me a coldie, you ripper. Notes of pineapple, mango, and tangerine. This is a 6.5% ABV with Mosaic, Galaxy, Cascade, and Hallertau Blanc hops. We have malts of two-row, white wheat, Caraform, golden naked oats, flaked wheat, and I don't even know what the last one is. Do you know what that last one's called? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Last one.
Acetylated? Acetylated.
Yeah.
Never seen that word in my life. That always
Acidulated.
Acidulated malts. I'm going to taste this. Cody does not have the opportunity to taste this because with the new format, and I need to empty out all of the random single beers in my fridge, we're going to be tasting a lot of these separately and reviewing them separately. So give me a moment.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here thirsting. I'm like, oh, look at it. It's juicy. It's tangy.
I mean, did you bring a beer you could sip while we're doing this?
Yeah, I have my honky tonk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
From the last teaser.
So this beer is it is kind of exactly what it says it is as far as unfiltered juicy IPA. So most people that love juicy IPAs, they know they have like an orange juicy feel to them. Like you could maybe have them at breakfast or whatever. If you were like drinking early in the day, instead of a mimosa, you do like a juicy IPA. If you're on the lake or something, it's definitely got that feeling. I don't know about like the tangerine and maybe, yeah, I could see the pineapple.
What about the mangoes? Mango prominent? That's a pretty strong flavor.
I think like the combination of flavors really just gives me that whole orange juice. Like the tangerine stands out and the pineapple stands out.
It's a big tropical citrus kiss.
Yes, it is. I will say when I poured it, after and it's beautiful. It's like a very, very thick. Cody can see this. It looks like orange juice almost. But the head, like when the head was resting and I had like a little drip or two in the can, I just kind of like threw it back on there. Like it kind of looked like how orange juice would look if it had like landed on top of that foam, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, it's very, very smooth beer. Goes down really easy. It's kind of thick. So I wouldn't call this a multi. I wouldn't do a 6-pack in a sitting. Is all I'm saying. So it's a little heavy, just because it's thick. So it's got a lot of weight to it. Other than that, though, it is quite delicious.
All right.
And I would definitely recommend it.
Okay. So it's definitely a come over if you're thick, stay home if you're sick type beer. It's one of those. It's a COVID beer.
Yes. That's great. That's a really good way to put it. Come over if you're thick. Stay home.
Stay home if you're sick.
If you're sick. And that's
there it is.
All with 2 C's.
Yeah. All of it. All of it's 2 C's.
Delicious.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. During this COVID time, I've had so many juicy IPAs, so many hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
That it's kind of where I was last year when we tried so many sours.
Oh, and by the end, you're like, they all
and
taste
you're just
the
like,
same.
Dear God, no more. I don't want another.
Yeah.
So
I've had a lot
it looks great. It looks fantastic. I'm a little burnt out, but I would love to try that one still because of how good it looks.
I would recommend it once you're back in the mood.
Is it overly bitter?
No, it's not. It's a really good blend of like that, like citrus and IPA flavors. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a really good way to put it, I guess.
Anyways. I love Rhinegeist. They make a lot of good stuff. So
most of their stuff is really good. They make a lot of good IPAs too. So.
All right, let's get to business.
Let's do
let's get to the business.
The reason you're here, which is not the beer, it's to listen to us be morons.
Yeah, to be fucking idiots.
Yeah.
We are late to the party because we've been distanced.
Yep.
But fucking Tiger King, we need to talk about Tiger King in its entirety.
But do we? What do we need to talk about it? Everyone's seen it by now. We don't have a different opinion than anyone else has.
It's a phenomenon, dude. Like it is that story, no matter what you think of it, no matter who's seen it. I watched it twice.
You watched it twice? I watched it.
That entertaining.
It was definitely very entertaining. And some of the most cringy, funny shit I've ever seen. For sure. But I will say, I felt so bad for those fucking tigers by the end of that thing. I'm very sensitive to animals. I didn't want to watch again because of that. Like, I had so much remorse for those cats. And it was honestly super interesting. I saw someone that had a bad opinion about it. But they were like, a dumb opinion. It was stupid. It was irrelevant. They were like, I'm not watching that show because I watched 20 minutes and I turned it off because it was just glorifying and giving all this voice to these terrible people. And I was like, no, that's not really what it is about. It's about showing really how awful these people are. It's not giving them a platform to like seem fun. It's not the fucking Jersey Shore. I mean, by the time it's over and done, no one is celebrating anyone in that fucking show. They're not going to go off and continue to have a career like Snooki, okay? It's not that.
Carol Baskin's going to do okay.
Maybe she might also become completely irrelevant because no one no one on Earth thinks that she did not murder her first husband.
That's true.
Not that it wasn't. Not that you can't really take her side on murdering him, because he didn't sound like the best person.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, murder's murder, you know?
Well, let's put it this way. After watching that show, I started grinding my own burgers, you know, and they're now
tiger meat.
Carol Baskin burgers, you know.
Oh,
it's like,
my God.
No. I mean, I did start doing that, but it wasn't because of her. It was just because it seemed like an appropriate time to start, you know,
making sure you're
different.
Yes, gotcha.
Yeah, doing something different.
That makes sense.
But I will say, how many people do you think on Halloween this year? Because I expect at Halloween things are going to be kind of normal. I suspect.
Okay.
I don't think there's going to be as many masks or as many regulations.
I disagree, but
that's fine.
That's fine.
But okay, masks or not, how many people do you think are going to be dressed up as Joe Exotic?
A fuck ton. Well, I mean, I don't know. It is kind of weird though, because there's a big part of me that's like halfway forgotten about it, because there's just so much other shit going on now. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, until you said it, I was like, oh fuck yeah, Tiger King was that thing. Like 2 months ago, we were like, oh, we're in quarantine. It's Tiger King time. And then things just like really took off. And we're like, oh fuck, man. This year is never gonna end if we even get to Halloween. A lot of people will definitely, when it comes time to figure out your costume, that's what they'll do.
And also, question, if Joe had not been charged with the, you know, trying to murder for hire plot, right?
Yeah.
Like, he would be Snooki. He would be someone from Jersey Shore.
You're probably right.
The story was so wild, and he was such a wild character. If you watch it, dude, I know you're sensitive, whatever. Watch it again. You're going to pick up on so many things that you're just like, oh, he was high during this time. Like,
oh, yeah.
The way that he talked, he's like...
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know. It's just sometimes with documentaries, I don't always want to, like, watch them again. I don't know.
I've never watched a documentary twice, period.
Yeah.
And this was one that was like, it was entertaining enough that I need to do it again.
I mean, maybe he would be Snooki, but to my point, that's not how they played him off. And apparently they could have made him way worse. There's way more shit he did.
That's the sad part, is that there's way worse that we didn't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to the extent of, like, Snooki-ism, think about how many people dressed as Snooki or in Halloween stores, how many costumes were made. And it was like, I don't know how they pitched it. It was like Jersey Girl, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, this one's going to be like Lion King. They're going to be of that nature. King Tiger. Okay, also, we need to talk about Travis and what's his face? His two husbands. Okay, that were not gay.
That was a big surprise for me. I was like, what the fuck? How does that even happen?
It hurt my brain. I was like, what? Why? Why would you just be like, yeah, I'm going to live in this situation. It's fine. There's tigers. That's all that's important. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about on here about, you know, old, like having a cougar, like how old of a mate, like money wise. Mm-hmm. And Joe did not have a lot of money. From what we can gather.
He had enough to give them a lot of drugs and a lot of guns and other dumb shit, but mainly drugs.
Cub petting.
And pink camo guns. Which I was like, okay, well, if he's gay, I guess that makes, you know, it's like, he doesn't seem very gay, but he's got his one thing. It was just weird. And then he was like, actually, I'm not gay. And I'm like, this guy, every person in this fucking show doesn't make sense. Like, not a single one of them. How are any of them alive or exist?
I know he identifies as transgender, but I don't know what his name is. And, you know, I apologize because the whole time I thought he was a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm like sitting here trying to be like he, you know.
They seemed the most normal, and then just not knowing what their pronoun is. They seemed the most normal, and then the dude with his...
It was the dude that had no legs.
Yeah,
the guy that had no legs.
He was more normal than any of them. Like, he literally was just the most down-to-earth person and seemed like the most regular-ass dude, and he had Insane Clown Posse legs. Like...
He had Fago legs.
Yes, it's fucking crazy.
But I love that guy because he was so normal.
Or whatever legs. Or what do they call them? Juggalos.
Yeah, it's juggalos.
He had juggalegs.
But even in like post interviews, you know, like people would interview everybody.
Yeah.
And but he was always just like, oh yeah, man, you know, like I love the Tigers. That's why I was there. You know, he just seemed like a dude that was just there to hang out. And so but that whole arm ripping off thing was
my god, that was brutal. And she was just like so calm about it. She's like, I'm right here, my arm's ripped off. Just laying on the ground, like bleeding out. I mean, obviously her body was in shock. Their body was in shock, but I don't know. I don't know how you could just be so like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, just fix me up. My arm got ripped off, but it's cool.
Just sew it up. Yeah. I'm going to come back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I came right back to work. Like, I probably would not go back to work, dude.
You know, my favorite part of that whole scene was, it's not that someone had been mutilated, but it's that Joe decided to put an EMT jacket on and be like, I'm an EMT now. You know, like he was parading around. Like that happens, and then he puts an EMT jacket on. Like that's
wow! I never noticed that. Okay, you're right. That's crazy.
So funny.
That's fucking wild.
But to bring it to current times, Joe put out a letter recently, or TMZ put out a letter.
Okay.
From Joe.
Okay.
Talking about how he didn't want to hear about his husband out having a party with everybody. Like, I don't know if you saw that, but
no, I didn't.
His husband Dylan,
his current husband,
his current husband was like partying with the people from Too Hot to Handle. I don't know if you've seen that show. That's another show we can get into. Oh, you did watch it?
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I know what it is. Yeah, like I'm aware of it.
Yeah. So one of the gay guys from Too Hot to Handle, like, there's like pictures of Dylan and this guy together partying it up while Joe's in jail. And I guess someone had been sending it to him. He's like, don't show me pictures of my husband living the life.
I don't know how. Have you ever watched Community?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Exotic is the dean from Community if he didn't have a community college to be the dean of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Pretty much. I mean, that's him.
Dude, I don't know how people like that actually exist in our world. It's wild. It's... Good Lord. Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
But anyway, all right, we're just going to bring this all into a big bow here.
Okay,
but part of his letter to the public that got leaked was about hoping that President Trump would give him a pardon.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that, dude.
Okay, listen. To get him out, right?
Yes.
And then I saw an article today that in 2016 he was at a Trump rally and they removed him from the Trump rally because they thought he was going to cause a problem. I was like, this guy, he's got like all the angles. He's got every angle. He was trying to be a governor, trying to be a president.
He can't do anything right. The dude is just an eternal fuck up.
My favorite thing, I think, from being locked up, you know, just because of COVID and everything, is his picture of him in prison where it's like he's got this disgusting bowl cut. And it's like and it's like how I look, you know, texting my barber, like when are you open?
Oh my God. No, that's why I haven't cut my hair in 4 months.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. No one else knows.
That's true.
I'm inside. I'm looking at no one. If I'm going to grow my hair out, this is the time to do it. Doesn't matter anymore.
You get to get through the ugly phase. Like, you're in the ugly phase.
Oh, fuck you. You're in the ugly phase your whole fucking life, you piece of shit.
Well, that's facts. I'm not gonna debate. Okay.
Lauren
I
loves
live
it.
in the ugly phase. Yeah, logic and facts. It's okay. But like, you get to skip everybody being like, "What's he doing? What's he doing with his life?
Why does his hair look so raggedy?
Does he not have self-respect? Does he not?"
You're such a dick. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting to get it so long that I can, put. I can already kind of like pin it up in a clip, and it looks like kind of wild. But I'm waiting to get it so long that I can put it like in kind of like a high ponytail thing, and then going to like Thanksgiving, and our brother Ben saying something really weird about how much hair I have.
And then you just pull the ponytail out and just
shake it in his face. Yeah. Every fucking time I see him, he says something about how he wishes he had my hair. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It always throws me off. It's like, yes, I know I have thick, beautiful, curly hair. I don't know what you want from me.
He said it to me, too, at some point.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll show up with, like, my hair just, like, I guess, cut. And then it's style. And Tommy's like, look at all that hair you got.
Yeah, it's like weird that you say that all the time. Like, let it go, man.
Like, I don't know why I got this and you didn't, but
I don't know why I got this beautiful mane. I don't know.
I'll keep it up, though. I'll keep it.
Oh my god.
All right, so for the beer is you got the solo rating. So this is Micah's rating of this beer.
Yeah. So my.
Of 5 beer babies, how many is it?
That's correct. Now it's out of 1 beer baby. No. Out of 5 beer babies, I'm thinking a 4.
Okay.
Maybe a 3.8.
Okay. All right. Also, we might have to change our scale.
Yeah, maybe.
5 is kind of a dense scale, and with as many beers as we try,
maybe we should do 10 beer babies.
Yeah, it should be 10, and decimal points count. It's like 5.8.
That's true, because like 3 out of 5 sounds bad, but like 7 out of 10 sounds pretty good. You know what I mean?
And that's almost the same.
They're literally
should be
like
6
1
out of
point.
10.
So like 3.5 out of 5 sounds worse than 7 out of 10, even though they are exactly the same.
Exactly.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Let's do out of 10. Out of 10 beer babies. It doesn't matter anymore. We don't know how many beer babies we have left, so let's just make them up.
Well, yeah, we can. We're going with a new statement here, and we can retrograde all.
Yes.
And maybe that's something you want to put on Instagram is what the rating is.
We'll retroactively re-rate all of these beers to the 10 scale. This is a 7.5 for me.
Okay,
out of 10.
Pretty high. It's pretty high.
7.5. Well, I mean, it's high, but it's not. It's like good, not great. You know what I mean? It's kind of right before great. It's a really good beer. But I think the thickness of it, and it doesn't feel like it's doing a lot of stuff that other juicy IPAs aren't doing. You know what I mean? Like, I've definitely had better juicy IPAs. I think it's a solid beer. I definitely think people should try it out, because some people who love, like, if you love juicy IPAs, it's easy to down. Like, it didn't take much to drink.
Okay.
It is very thick, so I don't really want to do more than one at a time. So
gotcha.
That's a big part of why I had to drop it like under an 8, is because I don't really want another one.
Yeah, drinkability is a big deal.
That's a big part of the scale, and I feel like you can tip it like a full point at least, you know? So
huge. All right, so what'd you say? 7.5. 7.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. 7.5 for the... What was it?
Sorry. For the Rhinegeist Cloud Harvest O2 Unfiltered IPA.
Okay.
Toss me a coldie, you ripper.
Well, I mean, 7.5 is not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's a good beer. Yeah.
I'm with you that, like, especially when it starts to get cold like this, or not cold, but hot.
Yes.
You want something that's like refreshing. Yeah. Not cold. For some reason, I went to winter.
Like, you want a cold beer for the hot weather.
Yeah. You want a cold beer for the hot weather. Like we went canoeing this past weekend.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want something super heavy the whole time. I want something kind of light. It's just the time of year. So drinkability is a big deal. Okay, here's the outro. Ready? If you've had anybody affected by COVID, we're extremely sorry. Hope they're getting better. We hope they survive. If not, we love you. Be careful. Also, be kind. Be safe. And this is the Beer Brothers. I'm Cody.
I'm Micah.
Goodbye.
Bye.